How to make the most of the pit room signals. Okay, so what you want to do is, first of all, when you first get into the pit room, you want to have a look at the pin message, right? Right at the very top of the message, we have a pinned message. You click on that and it brings up this. Your first option is to make sure that you're with a broker that's giving you the lowest spreads and, of course, the fastest withdrawals. Each broker does vary depending on your location. If you are based in the US and Canada, we recommend this broker here, and you have two options you can choose from. We don't give advice, so you do your own due diligence and make sure it fits within your trading criteria. And if you have any questions, all of these options have excellent customer support. You can speak to them about technical matters regarding the brokers. Okay. You would have, depending on the membership you have access to a VIP members area. If you're just paying for signals only, you came in on that promo, you'll have the opportunity to upgrade so that you could take advantage of some of the live trading sessions that where we catch pips. You can join that. You can also get mentorship and group coaching as well, and of course you have a chat area where you can ask questions about the trades. Okay. Golden rules in terms of always use proper risk management. Just take a time to read this. I'll go over this one. If your balance is 1k USD and you're using 0.20 lot size, no more than 2%, no more than two positions at 0.10. Now, what does that mean? That means that if 5 trades come out and you're already in 2 positions at 0.10, no more trades for you, buddy. Okay? Just relax and have these positions go into profit first, secure your profit before you can take any more trades. Okay? We're not trying to, hit 100k by Friday. We're trying to do that by the end of the year, by the end of next year, by the end of the following year, with a plan. Okay. We don't blow accounts in here. Okay. And we take losses very seriously. So there you go. Always use proper risk management, and this gives you an idea of what good looks like. We're going to talk about that as well, because the smash and grab template also helps you with risk management and helps you to compound your account. So also it says here, normally at 30 to 40 pips, partial profit should be taken. Just read through that. So coming on to why we're doing the video is because a lot of people have been asking questions, some of which are actually covered in here, which shows that many of you, perhaps some of you, don't actually read this before you start trading. Okay, so I'm going to go over these questions and give you the answers. We're going to have a look at the some of the trades, and also we're going to go onto the chart. So let's go. So the first question that's asked is, take profit when you see fit. Some of the jargon that we use in the group, it might not be used in other signal groups that you've been a part of or you've never even heard before, but that's fine. That's why we're here. So take profit when you see fit. What does that mean? It means that if you're in a trade, and I'll bring up the chart here. If you're in a trade and say, for example, you entered the trade here, okay? So you entered at this point. All right, I'll just get rid of this one here. So if you entered at this point, the signal is called for this point here, okay, right here. And say for example, it comes up to about here, okay? So right here, the trade moves around about 50 to 60 pips, okay? So the trade is actually called for a lot higher. So it maybe the take profit is up on this level, okay? But if it gets here, the trader might call out, look, guys, we're doing good. Take profit when you see fit. So that means you can take your profit here and close the trade. You can take it here. You can take it here. You decide. Again, we have given a recommendation for take profit, but we're not giving advice as to what you should do, because we don't know what lot size you're using. If you're using a standard lot size, 68 pips is almost $700, right? If that suits your account, I mean, of course, $700 is nothing if you've got a 100k account. Maybe it's not anything, but it's still, 1% towards 1% growth. That would be. So if you're aiming for more, it's really down to your own trade plan. You would know when you see the blue and it's got enough blue in it that you're going to be taking profit. So take profit as you see fit is exactly what it says on the can. Take profit when you see fit. And I hope that helps. You can, of course, do various things like move to break even and then wait for it to hit. But if it doesn't, most of our trades do hit first TP anyway, or they subsequently just don't don't work out, but most of them do. So if you are super busy, you can still leave it to run to take profit one. Okay, so that's the first question covered. Excuse me, take profit when you see fit. The second question that's asked is, can I still take the trade? It was dropped 2 hours ago. Now, with people living in different time zones, you know, you got people in Australia, people in California, all over the world. We trade per session, so we're trading London session, New York session, and Asian session. And we drop trades indiscriminately. And the reason why we do that is because we trade as per opportunity and not necessarily when our membership are up, right? Or our membership is up, is awake. Because when you're awake, somebody else might be at work and so forth and so forth. I'm sure you understand the dynamics of that. So we trade per session. So if London session provides the most opportunities, that's when we'll drop trades. However, it doesn't necessarily mean that the trade is going to necessarily go into profit at that particular time. So when you come to the chart and you see, again, using this example, that the trade has been called, entry has been given at 0.98194, and when you come to the trade, it's round. You come to the trade about here. Okay, so you come to the trade. Let's just use this arrow. So you come to the trade here. Okay, I'll just move this up. This is on the H4 time frame, by the way, so there's going to be a few days, I think. But just consider it that when you get here, you see the trade and it's here. Well, what do? The entry is here. The trade has already left the building. It's like 40 pips into the trade, but the target's up here. The first TP is at 100 pips. I'm just being, if it's halfway towards the target, I would still consider an entry because that's still good for me. So it's kind of like a common sense approach. Is like, where did the trade start from? Where did they, how long have they left the building, and where are they going, and where am I? I'm here. They left here. I can still catch this bus because it's still a long way to go. If this trade, when you get here, is already here or it's at its destination, then you don't take the trade. Skip it. We've got enough. We give 3 to 5 signals a day, guys. You only need 50 pips a week. So you don't have to be trying to take all trades, not sleeping, not speaking to your wife, your sister, your brother. You don't have to do that. All right. So that's the second question answered, is that yes, you can still enter a trade that was given 2 hours ago. And I'm going to give you some examples of that in a minute as well. Simply because we don't know where that trade is going to be in 2 hours. It could still be in play. It could be finished. Just come and have a look at the charts and see what's open, and take your trade. Okay. How do you take partial profit? Real quick, there's a video showing you how to take partial profit on YouTube, and it should be in the pinned message as well. And I'll just check the pinned message to see if there's a video. If not, I'll update this to the video that will show you how to take partial profit. Okay, so that's the question. How do I take partial profit? Well, we've shown you guys, and for the new people on here, we'll show you as well. How much money should you start with? Really, I would say a minimum of $250 US. The reason why is most brokers require a minimum of $250 deposit, and then you can start trading. If you've got 25,000, if you've got 50,000, 100,000, 5,000, it doesn't really matter because so long as you're not trying to start trading with $20, and I don't think anyone in this group is going to be doing that. So it's down to your discretion. We don't give advice as to how much you should start with. What we do say is that with whatever you start with, you use proper risk management as advised, right, as recommended right here, okay, to these lot sizes. The numbers are still going to work, okay? The next question is, I'm 50 pips in profit for the day. Should I keep trading or not? Well, my mentor always told me, always be taking profit. Always be taking profit. That's why I do like how to take partial profit, because it allows me to take some profit off. If I'm 50 pips in profit for the day and my trade is still open, one trade, then I would take down 25 pips and allow the rest to run. Okay, that trade could end up 100 pips. but I would take some form of profit. And if my goal for the week is 50 pips, then guess what? I'm taking it, my pips, and I'm not trading for the rest of the week, because I've already, what's the point of trying to risk what I've already, achieved for the day? So on the smash and grab template, it will give you a fixed target to go for. And once you hit that, then stop trading for the day. There's another day to be trading. Okay, always be taking profit, guys. Question number 6, where can I find the smash and grab template? Well, there should be a link for that here. If it's not, I'm going to put a link. And ultimately, guys, this stuff is going to be in the members area, which is being built for you right now. So all these resources are going to be in there. We do have an old members area, but I'm not going to point you towards that. That will be available. That's available for everybody, and it's a spreadsheet that will show you how to go about compounding your account quite quickly over the course of 30 days. Okay, so if there are any more questions, I wanted to show you some trades now. So let's have a look at USD, just the operations of the group. Okay, so at any point you should have a search button right here. So say for example I want to look up USD CHF, which I've looked up before. Now, so I see sell USD CHF now at this price, stop loss and take profit. Okay, so let me just go and bring that up on the chart. USD CHF. Okay, so it's the same pair. So the price is currently at 101.98, 101. So now sell at 98.294. Interesting. So this is only 19 pips into the trade, really. Even though it was called on the 15th of July, this trade is still valid, right? Because according to my search, there's been no update on this trade. No update, meaning that we've not hit take profit for sure. Have we hit take profit since the 15th? Let's have a look. 96.042. Let's have a look. Have we hit 96? No, we've not. Since the 15th of July. 15th of July is round about here. So the story with this pair is that since the we're going to change this now. Since the 15th of July, which is round about here, okay, price has gone into, it never hit stop loss. So right now this trade is pretty good for me to enter. So some people actually say that, I'm working, I'm busy, I might be sleeping, and all those type of excuses. Really, you just need to know where you're at. This trade is still valid for entry. In fact, it's 10 pips in profit. It was actually in drawdown. It never hit stop loss at 99,600. It never, the most that it got to was 99,300, 99,480, and it's good to enter. So if you're waiting on a signal, you've already got a signal right here. This is almost a 200 pip target to 96.042. So that's a little tip for you that you could jump into this trade now. Let's have a look at another trade. So we're going to look at Euro GBP, right? Just search. So Euro GBP is actually 40 pips running right now. The trade was called at 025, but this is one that's been updated. Now, the only thing that would interest me is that the take profit one is 87,900. So let's just have a look at Euro GBP. So Euro GBP, the chart is up. So the entry point was on the 16th of July, 0.90205. 16th of July, let's bring that up. So there we go. 16th of July. I won't be too precise because I don't know what time. Well, it was 11:13 my time, so I won't go into that. But what you can see is that this trade kind of went maximum 55 pips in drawdown. What was the stop loss? The stop loss was 90730. 90730. Never even came close to hitting stop loss, 20 pips off, and now 205. The trade is actually 40 pips in profit, right? It's actually gone down to about 80, about 60 pips in profit. Okay, so if the target is 87,900 as take profit one, if the target is 87,900, okay, that's the target, guys. So what's the problem? This is a heck of a lot of pips. That's 188 pips. So even though this trade and the rule says here, what does the rule say? Let's have a look. The rule says if a trade is 30 to 40 pips, take partial profit. It doesn't say that you can't enter it. It says 30 to 40 pips, but this here says that this is 40 pips in profit, and there's bearish momentum now on a slight retrace. You've got a high, you've got a lower high, you've got established lows around this area of support. Perhaps you may want to just enter here, right? That's what you can do. So this is still a valid trade. 188 pips is life changing. So you could enter that trade as well. Euro GBP, that was called on the 15th of July, guys. Okay, that's called on the 15th of July. So food doesn't need to be delivered every day, guys. We've got food in the fridge. Okay, there's food in the fridge. So here we go. AUD USD, last one. AUD USD on Wednesday. So let's have a look at this one. This is a swing trade as well, meaning that we're expected to hold it for a few days, maybe up to a week. But this one also was called on the 16th of July. By the way, what's today's date? 22nd. Okay, so this one was called right after. So the entry price on this was 0.0306. Let's have a look at this, shall we? 16th of July. Let's have a look. Oh, sure, I've already got it up. All right, so 16th of July is here, and it was a sell. Okay, stop loss was at 07960. 07960. Let's have a look at the top. Did it hit? Nope, it never hit. So this trade is still valid, and in fact I know it's valid because it says that it's 20 pips in profit. That update was given on Wednesday. Right, so it's 20 pips in profit. The entry was, sorry guys, 306. So it's actually 8 pips down. Even though it went into 20 pips in profit, you had a slight retrace, and now it's 8 pips down. Now the trade is still valid, but you get a better price. You actually get in 8 pips better than the person that entered at 306. You get a better price than the person that entered at 13. You get a better price for the sell. So why wouldn't you enter this trade? Right? The target, the take profit one, is 69,500. So let's put that on the chart so you can visually see where that's at. Where is it? It's here. Okay, so you've got all of this, and even if your stop loss is above this high here, right? Now, if I entered this trade based on that, I'm risking 45, 50 pips, maybe 50 pips. I'm risking 50 pips at $1 per pip at 0.10. Okay, that's $50 that I'm risking for a reward of 87, for a reward of 85. So just under 1 to 1.5, right? Is that cool? So that's a pretty good target as well. Good target area. You might enter here and look at your nearest level of support and resistance as your first target. Could be here, right? Could be here if you just look across. Could be here. So trade smart, guys. Some people say, hey, no signals today, no signals today. It just shows that you don't know what you're doing, and you don't know what you're doing because you haven't gone into the members area. You've started trading straight away, and this is not a race, okay? I hope you've listened to all of this. If you're here now, you've listened to the all. Thanks for taking the time out to do so. And I hope that this is useful for you. And if you have any questions, you can contact me on Telegram or any of the other members, any of the other admin. Have a nice day and trade well. Peace.